There are things I need to tell you about all of these sets. Even the Josh Man set, there is a secret about this set that only 2 people or 3 people on this planet know that could have changed the entire weekend just from that set. I'm telling you, there is so much more that you didn't know what was going on.
Oh my god.
So you guys didn't know Josh Man, he beat me pretty handedly at Don't Park on the Grass, right? He beat me there. So, this was me having to get my revenge. One of the things when I fight Josh Man is you have to understand that this guy, this might be the most patient player in the world. This might be, apart from Triff. But no one really talks about it, at least versus Puff, because he truly does not give up his stoop unless you give him a reason to. When you play at Genesis, you're going to take your game plan and make it 10 times more intense. And see right there, when he went for that up smash call out, that's like an Aklo-esque up smash call out, which would usually land. Josh Man missed it, and so for the rest of the set, he told himself I probably shouldn't go for those, you know what I mean? And it comes down to this, and I really am feeling nervous here about this game. And I'm going to tell you why in a second. I get the nastiest little edge guard. Do one of these, right? Do one of these. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you the secret of this match that could have changed the entire outcome of Genesis. Ready? Ready? Don't blink. It might seem like a really good spot dodge to not get grabbed, but what if I told you I meant to wave dash? What if I told you I meant to run instead? What if I told you I meant to press it down? One of the scariest things that can happen at a tournament. You're using fob. Maybe you remember this. In the worst case scenario, sometimes your R button will stick. And it will hard press R and it won't let go. Like the button is stuck. If that happens, you are you have to forfeit the game. You might notice I'm a little disconcerted right here. I'm a little disconcerted because I said there's no way this is happening. All right? I shake my controller to mash. That's right. And suddenly, this is where Hungrybox can, I noticed I'm not spot dodging anymore. I said, it unstuck. Unstuck right in time. Play at his pace a little bit. But from that point on, for the rest of the set, even though it was tied 1-1, I was on edge. And you'll notice when this game ends, I pop off so hard because of relief. Not because I'm like, I'm so sick. Because I'm telling myself right now, I need to finish this set as soon as possible. So it was last stock here, and I was basically trying to like not panic. You see that spot dodge? Look. That was. I should have lost. So I'm here really scared. If I go down 2-1 with a shoddy controller, I'm like, I am so. Just like that, Josh Man not biting. Yep. There was so many moments this run shouldn't have happened. This has to be like 2 pixels away from Phantom. Look at my cam. Look at me. I'm frightened. And I pop off so hard here, bro. Oh, let me move my camera because you need to see the That should be an emote too. I'm already getting ideas here too. I'm getting JV5'd here, bro. Understand? But unlike Puff Peach, when you're down 2 stocks in Puff Fox, anything could happen. What did I do? Back air, 1 grab. Most Puff players here, most, mid-level Puff players might go for the jump rest, up air rest, pound rest. I had to think a few steps ahead. I don't want to go down 2 stocks here, so instead, I'm going to go for the up air and get all that percent no matter what. And my goal isn't to get the rest, but push him as far as I can off the stage. Because there's always a chance I get edge guard read. Falling up air into dash attack. That way he doesn't have time to go left or right. And burst option means he wasn't expecting it. Means this is the tech. I can go for jab right here too, chat. But you know what? 50%? Yeah, I can go for the rest. That's a trade. That's better than a trade.
Yes.
Dub.
So nice from Hungrybox because
that's what I needed. You can tell I'm not playing for game 5. I'm playing to finish at game. Understand?
I wonder.
We open that Arcana pack, we see a Wheel of Fortune, and we rip it every time for the 1 in 4. Because we need some X-Molt right now. That's what you do. I need this set to be over as soon as possible. Look at these rolls! Chat, why would I do... Oh my god. Like, my controller was actually falling apart.
Just going toe to toe on
It's
the
just
money.
me. It's me and the fob. I get the greasiest up air again.
80% KO from Josh Man's end. They're just going toe
This is the black oil behind the fryer at a Dairy Queen, bro.
toe on the punch.
That's the level of grease. Look at that up air, just all the way up, bro. Not even there. Read that grab, and now it's one stock apiece. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm gonna pet the dog. I'm gonna nair. I'm gonna nair. I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna pray. Please fuck up. Please fuck up. Please fuck up. And God, the homie, heard my prayer. And some of these things just happen for a reason.
To it. Oh, you could have grabbed. Oh, you.
Look at Josh's smile. He knew.
Oh, you got it. Oh my God! And Hungrybox just closes it out. 3-1.
Yo, straight up, I felt that stop.
The 17th person I'm gonna thank tonight was Akir. Because Akir and I, a week before Genesis, had some salty ass sets on ranked. And whether or not it was his intention, I learned some incredibly important stuff about DK.
Like, oh yeah, DK just.
DK is just fat Jigglypuff.
Exactly. And the scary thing is,
DK is
everything
Wigglytuff.
back is popping, get hit by a
You can only do so much against DK high percent because he's so big. You want to go for a grab, like a down throw, or an up tilt rest? That's exactly what you want to go for, high percent. And Bears, and he tried to grab me, and I beat his grab, and up tilt rest. DK is very, very easy to rest. That's the number one. If you're a Puff player watching this, for a DK player watching what I think is the current state, you need to rest DK to beat him. But then we go Yoshi's story, and I'm not gonna lie, he kind of fucked me up here. I think I got smushed. You know what I mean? Where I was trying to get something star, but every time I would, he just take two aerials, two back airs, two up airs, a back air, and he grabs me first. I just got outplayed here, like really, really hard.
At a really low percent, since DK doesn't really.
This right here was the game-breaking shit that I didn't realize. I didn't realize DK had what I thought was a true kill confirm.
Really have that reliable.
So he waits there. I mash out. Man, I can just air dodge here. I can just air dodge to the. If I air dodge to the right, he can. Yeah, it doesn't seem true. I just gotta figure it out. I have to learn it. What happened to it? I get fair. There again. Chat, tell me this isn't the easiest falling up air of my life. Right here. Wait, I could have just rested that. Jesus. There's actually. Okay, I gotta explore this matchup. There's actually so many little things. I'm like noticing now. Like there's a lot I can rest here. Salute our 513 sub train.
Entire game been rest from Hungrybox?
All rests.
Yeah,
Oops, all rests. There.
Yeah. Even though Hungrybox is
Up
looking
air,
good in the
up air,
and it's
rest.
gonna be one more to close out the set.
I'm happy. Top 8. And we both know how wonky that matchup is.
Yeah. Not missing top 8 from.
Where's the RT? Okay, I suck.
Oh, okay, wait.
And I click forward. I'm off the f***ing stage. This is the most H-box Wizzy
Right. It was like
in a nutshell.
yeah, okay, there you go.
And I'm dead.
Wait,
All right.
he cares about.
Moving along. I get a grab,
Oh, hang on.
and I get absolutely nothing out of it. Boy, I wonder why I lost this. First things first, I have to lose to Wizzy here. We have to be down to get up. All right. When you see this hat, by the way, when you see me do this, it's because I miscounted my jumps. If I'm miscounting my jumps, it's because my mind is absent. It's because my mind is not there.
Oh no.
There should be a mercy rule here, where if this happens, like a big security guard grabs me and just throws me off the setup. That's over. There's no point in playing this up.
Curtains on. Nope. Oh, you called it out.
Dude, I gotta hand it to Wizzy. How does he know where I'm gonna go? And playing against Salt is very different than playing against Wizzy. What works against Salt does actually not work against Wizzy. Those are different matchups. They are different matchups. But Salt even knowing that was willing to give me advice on something that could have potentially, you know, worked against her in her own set. For the same reason that Cody told me to get a 5, because some people just really want to have good melee. So everyone, please put a capital S in the chat for Salt. Also, this is the highest placement a woman has ever had at a melee major ever, or a melee super major. I think that's pretty fucking cool. So anyway, Salt and I go game 2. And this ends up being one of the funniest games ever played on the biggest stage of melee. So I'm up 3 stocks to 1. I'm feeling myself, feeling confident. Salt smiles. I think she knows that this game's probably over. But then the camera switches. Production trolls us. Salt knees me. Salt hits me in the face with a knee. And we come back and I'm down a stock. It's so funny. Like, production missed everything except the one interaction. It's so funny. And I was playing really well at this point.
And there it is.
Do you remember when I was playing against Salt online and she like 3-0'd me in winners? Then I came back, put on my song, and started playing like really aggro, like really fucking just fast and good. That was the idea here.
And there it is.
Like no fear. And she was also playing well. Seeker, thank you. And we hug it out. It's all love there. All right. So this set, I don't know if you guys realize, but this set between me and Mango, like we have some history. Okay. It's not just like a mild amount of history. This is like a bunch of history that is between us. You know what I mean? And we have between us, like how many sets? The score is 51-52. So this is one of the craziest records ever. I think it's the highest one. Yeah, Mango won, Genesis 1. And the really funny part about history repeating is that Mango won Genesis 1. And the grand finals was Peach Buff. And we've come full circle. Like, 15 years later, it's still Peach Puff Grand. So yeah, this set between me and Mango, you know, the reason we have like a 52-51 record against one another is not just because like we have that natural experience against one another. It's because like we like have this stubbornness about us. You know how I always joke that I won't retire until he does? Well, part of neither of us retiring is like always bringing in a new aspect to our play. And game 1 is really important in this set. And this is one thing I'll say, a big thank you and shout out here to Mewtwo King. Mewtwo King had a lot of specific Mango specific strats that I appreciate he gave me. We go to game 2. And this match right here, I wish it ended in a better way, but unfortunately it didn't. Yeah, so we went like ultra in each other's faces, but obviously like, you know, there was a point in time where I could just like ledge camp Mango and it would just like work out phenomenally. You know what I mean? I had this game should have been mine. I hit the back air. I hit the burst. I had a 50% lead here. I could have drill grab. I could have up air. I could have back air. But you know, sometimes it's part of the struggle, right? You work so hard to get to the big stage. Like this could have easily been a game 5. So we go Dreamland here, and he's really good at boxing me out on Dreamland. Because when you get to game 3, he's like cooking already. You know what I mean? He's warming up. He's safe to do it. He does these like max length wave dashes out of shield that no other player does. So I need to be careful of it. You know, with other players, you can do like a bit of a matchup check, or even a cheese check.
Actually, kind of nice in this matchup. It's actually super important in this matchup.
And it'll work for a little bit. I think it's gone to the point now with me and Mango where just like,
Do you have enough time?
whoever plays better melee wins the set. Like, you got to go for mix-ups. You got to go for, you know, crazy grab ideas. You have to go for risky rest confirms. You have to camp him a little bit, but then when he's ready for the camp, surprise him with an approach. He does a turning winner, so nerves. We're both nervous.
The tournament winner. High illusion. It's not gonna
Do a back air, he doesn't tech it. His DI is really good though. He goes straight, right? To mix me up.
He's gotta have.
I get another falling back
Oh my
air.
God, yeah.
You can still make it back.
So that's
And Mango right here is the god of this angle. Ready? You know what he's gonna do? Mango's gonna Firefox right here and go right up here. He's gonna land somewhere here, right? Is he gonna make it? Is he gonna go to the ledge? Is he gonna lay on stage? You know what, chat? I don't know. Now, I have a couple options here, right? I could jump out and go for the maybe back air, but no one has rank 10 that fast. Remember, I'm freeze framing here. Or I can remember what Mewtwo King taught me. And let me show you how the simplistic beauty of just pressing A here.
yeah.
This will cover overshoot. This counts as a ledge hold, so it will cover undershoot. And guess what happens? It'll also hit the fox, and you know where he lands? Underneath you. And guess what fox can do there? Jack. Easiest trade of my life. And I start screaming
Okay. Dude.
because I won a pivotal game 3. If there's one thing I can truly say that I invented in this matchup,
Mango right here before he died.
this is pure soul read.
Nash, I mean, I'm not sure what.
And the fact that we both paused for that split moment to do a gut check, and then it still worked. It's just so, it's so insane.
For Mango, though, but it's
So I'm
a
keeping
small
my
shield
stock.
thing,
I got a nice backer there.
I think
That might be it. Oh,
what an angle.
He gets the most beautiful
For
angle,
Mango, though, but it's
like
a small
honestly
shield, so you gotta
beautiful.
watch out. Yeah, I think.
that might
I'm pretty sure it's a notch. Look at this. And does the magnet hand snap? Like that's just, bah. And then
be it.
What an angle.
Oh,
attacks.
but it's just over. We'll be eliminating Mango from Genesis X2 at 4th place.
he said, "I hope you win." That was it. He said, "I hope you win." Up until this point, like, was I supposed to beat Salt? Most likely, statistically. Was I supposed to beat Mango? I mean, I won the past few sets pretty handedly, and apart from some close calls, I feel like I did outplay him for the most part. He wasn't playing too great, but Wizzy, in general, in every way that I can define it,
This is top
he
3
feels like
historic.
my true
Hungrybox, too.
antithesis.
Like, Widow Shield actually, Wizrobe is already
Wizzy
showing
is
that
just
he's gonna
like,
just jump out of
he's a
shield up
64
air,
pro.
jump out of shield in
You know what I
air.
mean?
And I think that's working out really well because you're gonna get
Like
some
that,
shots
and
a lot of
64
positions,
isn't a
it's not
game
shield
of
opening,
like,
for sure. There's the stomp you were talking
you know,
about.
free-form jazz
And there it is.
and like inventing things on the spot. Smash 64 is, here is the guaranteed way to win. Do it 150 times perfectly
Oh my God.
and do not drop it. It's part of why he's so good versus Puff. Cause it's like we're playing 64, right? It should be one touch of death, and that's why I need to play so careful. He gets the one opening, he gets a kill. I go for a dumb rest, but you know what the good part is? I nod my head here. I nod my head here, and that's the most important thing. Because after I lost, one underrated aspect of what I was doing really well this whole time was my counter pick.
Actually, we saw that kind of game.
The smartest thing I did here, I went FD. Homework, ready? I want you to press 1 when you think it clicks for me.
I think the platforms just allowed Wizzy to kind of like dance. Oh, that huge. Yeah, down smash. Take the stock. Down smash is really nice. It'll send you at like a crazy rate.
Wasn't there. I'll take an SD down smash, but it was not there. All you guys would have failed the class.
I think to your point, this counter pick I like because you had pointed out earlier, right? RTC wasn't really happening. Like there weren't a ton of punishes when Wizrobe was getting knocked down on side platforms. So just take them away entirely. Make
You pressed 1 here, you passed the class.
RTC wasn't.
It's gonna sound so stupid. And you might think, oh, he's hamming up for the camera, but I'm actually having an internal dialogue right here, or an internal monologue, where I'm telling myself, Wizzy feels like this machine that no matter what you input into it, it's gonna output a loss for you. A losing situation, a losing condition. You might hit him once and get 1 back air, and that 1 back air is gonna be resulted in you taking 3 up airs. Every time you trade, he'll always get the 1 up, the head up, more than any other player. And right here,
Really happening. Like there weren't a ton of punishes.
suddenly, for the first time all evening at this top 8, it felt like I finally found the brakes on this train. This non-stop runaway train. I finally found the brakes. But in this moment, this circumstance, the way I was playing and my pace of play, he refused to risk it.
Right, which may or may
Now,
not
I can't stay there forever.
yeah,
There's a timeout rule.
You had such a good handle on.
But every time he'd go for something of a kill attempt, he became no longer Wizrobe, but any other Falcon.
Where H-Box was
That I
coming
could
off
up
the
air and
platform.
grab and
Okay.
bear, bear,
This is big,
bear,
this is big.
bear.
Keep going. He jabbed early because you could have jab reset rested there, but it works out for him.
Even I didn't quite understand why it was working. But now look, I'm being a little more confident. I'm doing a little more approaches that I did with Salt. And Wizzy is suddenly dropping his down throw knees?
Look at the way that Wizzy is DIing. So Wizzy is like smash DIing in such a way that the backers are not even like sending.
I'm up 3 stocks to 1, and I'm saying, wait a f***ing minute. This isn't even about stalling him out. I am messing with his head right now. So I'm like, dude, this might just be a lot more than I thought. I missed the rest there, and I'm smiling.
What's the punish?
If you ever see me smile during your set, you're f***ed. But suddenly, suddenly, I was like, I can keep up. I can keep up with this tech chase goblin. But look at this. Even though in this game I lose it, like, I'm getting good trades. But there, I should have gone for up air, back air. You notice how many times I killed Wizzy off up air, back air? You know what I mean? Like, I probably, in hindsight, shouldn't have gone for that. Press 1 if you understand. I went to Dreamland not knowing what would happen, but I knew loss already happened on other stages. So I'd rather trailblaze, venture into the unknown, and what could be the most important tournament run I've had in 3 years, than bash my head against the wall. And now, remember, I was doing the new strat.
Totally fine. I mean, there's just so much.
Where,
punish though.
if I told you right here was the reason right here was the moment I knew I'd win the tournament, would you believe me? When I hit that, I was like, I'm that guy. I was like, I can definitely I can win. Does that make sense? This is where, like, I can win. Not I will win. This is what I can win. This is how I can tell I was playing some of the best I ever have in a while. And, like, I know people will be naysayers about the bracket and, oh, there was no Zane, Dodge Cody, whatever it was. When I see myself doing stuff like this, I can guarantee you I would have at least given any of those opponents one of the hardest sets of their life. Because I wasn't just thinking about, please kill him as fast as possible. I was considering the macro here, the whole picture. If I rest here, Wizzy dies, and then I die. We're going to go last stock. I'm going to get kind of nervous. If I forward smash here, he's not going anywhere. But if I get a grab here, and I forward throw from top plat, there is like a 15-20% chance I read his drift and get not only a hit, not only an edge guard, but a stock lead in game 4.
No rat throw, I guess. Oh.
And my plan worked exactly as I wanted. It was so many things that could have led to a KO.
And you see like these max distance neutral airs.
And I was just
Wizzy just kind of clipping. Oh my god. Power shield.
Oh my god. Put it in the montage. Oh my god. It's game 5.
the wave dash power shield. I cannot believe this many years, 18 years into my Melee career, I'm still getting to experience these game 5s. It's this game 5 right here is actually crazy. Nair trade, fair, up air for some reason. And then I decide to reverse back air, and then Wizzy just dies. And then I unleash the beast. And then at that point, I'm just watching. Juan's on the inside just watching that other guy do his job.
Right? Oh, weird percent rate you don't want aerial.
I get it. The up throw, and I buffer it, so it's instant. His DI is only slight, and I know he's gonna try to DI to live. So you know what this means. And Zane, if you're watching,
Look at the crouch. Oh, you can't rest. You can't rest.
the combo formerly known as the Wall of Pain is what I'll say. Okay, you have to imagine in my mind, before I play this ending, I know Triff is waiting for me in Grands, who is a very good opponent, but a player I have never lost to. I know that if I take this stock, there's probably a 90% chance, just from data, that I win my first major in 3 years. So in some cases, this actually felt like Grand Finals reset final game. And it's no disrespect, it's just off the data, it's Peach Puff. It's very in my favor. And he does the hardest call out knee. And I scream after losing a stock. I've never done, like, I was on some, I don't know. I was possessed, bro. I reverse popped off on myself to not get discouraged. For some reason, my brain said, this is how you win. And you do it. And I said, I'm going to be a big man. I'm going to be a big man. And then I'll never forget that morning in my hotel, going downstairs to the treadmill, walking 3 miles on the treadmill. On my phone, I was watching CEO 2024, and I noticed one game on FOD where if I hit Wizzy onto a platform,
And there it is.
he really, really liked rolling in. This was one of my happiest moments as a pro gamer. Was this win right here. And I'm like, the job's not done, but I know how to win this now. I know what I must do. Triff is basically staying in the air, just out of Puff's height reach whenever he gets an advantage. I'm looking for burst options, and I'm trying to catch him as he comes down. So the only way, when Peach has a lead, it's such a different matchup, right? It just changes dynamically all the time. The issue is, on FD, there's no side platforms, right? So you would think, oh, just wait till Triff comes down. But Triff has this
That kind of like sound, you know, the Peach is doing.
incredible awareness
Like that one, that sound effect.
of where Puff can and can't reach.
There's the Nair.
There's the turnips as well.
So he throws up a wall of turnips.
Oh,
He
God,
always
okay.
stays
That's
a
pretty
safe
relevant.
distance.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
power
I mean, it's
shields
good
every
percent
single
and it
back
has
there.
more knockback than the
Like,
other one that
suddenly,
we saw there.
suddenly I
That's
was
really nice.
becoming
So
like
the cool part about that is
scarily
that
aware
Peach's forward air
of
kinda
why
also looks like Peach's
he was in
throw.
Grand Finals.
Yeah. So
When I start playing him, I'm like, oh my god, this is the highest level Peach play
right.
I've ever experienced.
Oh,
He's a happy camper. I am a sad camper right now, right? But then I get percent lead.
Turnip here, though.
The issue is, and maybe this was the reason that I made this way more dramatic than it had to be. For some reason, I kept approaching, even when I had a lead. For some reason,
Each game just matters.
I think it was the music in my ears. I had just beat Wizzy. Like I just wanted to fight.
So much,
I don't know
right?
what. I don't know
It's
why.
going down to,
I just
going down to
kept
wire.
approaching.
Enormous, massive threat range. That's a traded hit. It's
Dude,
not-
I could have died there. Oh my god.
But now, okay, and HBox
Oh my gosh, he's fired up,
is
bitch.
fired up.
He's fired up.
And right here, I said 1 down, 5 to go.
Which is there? You might just get an aerial.
He was at 100, and I was just having so
You
much
see
trouble
how
finding the
Triff,
kill.
whenever he's positioned above
His spacing.
H-box, is
Look at that.
looking
He
in to
somehow
land
knew the
fair, right?
exact
Just kind of drift down like
range
that.
where
Wants to
Puff
reset,
can't
touch the
reach.
ground
I don't
as
know how to
quick as
describe
possible,
it.
Because you had said those up airs he can scout out, and it will KO here.
Surprised more Peaches don't do that. It's really hard for Puff to hit.
From HBox. HBox has tried to do like up air. That'll be off the top.
I finally get an
Does,
up
like,
air.
A falling down forward air.
And I'm thinking I
Does
should
that
probably
up
try to
air,
hold
then
this
HBox
lead.
Just respected it, left it alone on the right side top there.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like, let's
even
not
after
go in
losing
here.
That stock, Triff remains like unperturbed by all of
Chat.
this. He just still sticks to the same exact game plan.
I start going in.
Got the remains like unperturbed by all of this.
Yeah.
He just plan.
I start going in.
Got the nair. It's last stock. It's last stock.
Oh man,
You get off of those.
this is what I'm saying. I probably should have lost this. And you know how the idea of karma exists, chat?
There are like an up air Triff set.
What you put into the universe, the universe will give back to you. Let me show you. 2 sets ago, what I put into the universe. What you put
Last
into
stock
the
are
universe.
so huge.
That you saw on the platform was most likely an aerial. Oh no! After all of that,
Again!
The notches are different on the new controller. Oh, I forgot he was using a new controller. Damn.
Was most likely an aerial. Oh no! After all
That's
that,
crazy.
again!
He takes me to Dreamland and he gives me the beat down. He gives me a horrible beat down.
Right.
I
And-
cannot
and when someone's up there, you're
catch
just
this
like, okay,
guy.
let's-
I lose a stock. I'm down 2 stocks.
Oddly enough, and
I'm letting you know right now, if this was game 5, you would have seen tears on Triff's face. So we go
that
FOD.
particular box to reset-
And FOD, look how this opens.
That's right. Oh, God. I'm telling you, that particular game,
Nair,
very
grab,
tricky. And from
fair,
first time you won,
fair.
so you don't feel too bad about it.
This is no jump.
Oh, that's
This is
just
no
it.
jump. That's his
Oh
first
my
shot.
God.
This early kill decided this entire set. Like, I start at least waiting for him to do something first before he does something. I'll do empty hops. I'm not just like going with an arrow. I'm like waiting. See, you see how I'm waiting? I'm like,
Watch out for Peach on
I
the
remember, I'm playing the
platform.
set,
You
not
saw
the game.
Peach was on the top
And when it's
platform.
game
If
5,
you go
no more
from
risks.
below, I think HBox
And then
gets
it's just
your
tapping
nair,
it in.
gets your turnips. It's arguably harder from the Peach's end. Goes a little
that's
too
it.
low, and we got a reset.
We got a reset.
That could be like, okay,
And
I'm
I
gonna
just
play
I
this
decide to
defense
go
well. Gain the lead.
One on Dreamland.
Yeah,
Stick to your
exactly.
win.
Battlefield
You get
because
that
Battlefield felt like the
conditioning
middle
down because
ground
you know you're gonna
between
get the win sooner or later. Just keep it
like
consistent.
FD. Oh, sorry, not
Keep it
FD.
consistent.
Like Yoshi's,
Mentally
but also
drain
Dreamland,
the
but I can
opponent.
reach one on the top plat.
How many calories?
But it ends up kind of
Top level is in
backfiring.
effect
Like,
for
look, he gets the early
Double
percent lead,
forwards to the ledge.
and then I feel like I'm just
Not
chasing
really.
him the entire rest of the game.
Triff.
Right here was when I lost the match right here.
Make this whole
Ah.
monologue about he's gonna wait. That expired 10 seconds.
8% on it, 60.
Platform. I was about
The
to
entire game was dead even.
monologue about he's gonna wait.
He did turnip throw,
That expired
and I
10
held
seconds.
down, and I was like,
You got
oh, you
52% off
never
one hit.
hold down
It's-
there. But I was trying to
might
wave
be the
dash,
game.
In a neutral
and then he
situation.
clipped me. All due respect, he clipped me right here.
To even engage in a neutral situation.
And also, I'll say it. Oh, what a, you got combos like this?
Yeah, I
The
got
math
cooked.
is-
I got
That
cooked.
could be-
I
like,
get
here's
a
the
hit.
thing
I
about
get a
this,
bounce on a
especially
turnip
when
into a
Triff is
grab.
getting these stocks,
I
regardless of
cannot go
when
down
they
2
happen,
games here.
if he's
'Cause I'm
at,
like,
70%, which is I think
it's
where
1-0,
he
it's
had
the
landed
reset.
first couple of stocks
If I go down
here.
2 games, he gets
That's like pretty fine.
he gets
Right,
3
for the
counter
most
picks.
part.
Right.
You know, he takes a
Or 2
couple
counter
back airs,
picks.
he has to
That's
play
really
a couple
bad.
mix-up
I'm like,
mixes
what is
to
the
try
missing
to-
piece here?
Shield poke because it goes so low. When the,
I got
okay,
a
catch
really
it.
nice up air
Finally,
there.
That's the first time
It's
we've seen
even
that chart out.
percents. And I think to myself, you know, he has to pick up a
Just
turnip
like that, as
eventually.
even as can be between
What if
these
I
two.
bully him
Mhm. And there, okay.
specifically when he
Setup,
goes for a
I'm telling
turnip
you,
pick? Or and this right here was I think if Triff plays this differently, he's a Genesis champion. But he went for it. He didn't throw it away. He was trying to hit me.
Okay.
It's
I
just
don't know if you want
hard
that.
to hit.
I think that's why Triff just kind of threw
Yeah.
it away while HBox was still
But I feel like
further away, so you don't accidentally like explode yourself.
so he threw away his bomb, but I hit mine.
Just kind of threw
Yeah.
it away.
And I know if Triff goes Dreamland, now it's the reset. Now like I'll do whatever it takes to win. Now I'm ready to play a timeout.
These two get the hard thing
You can
about
already
it,
tell
right, is
after
each
2 minutes of a
box
game,
has
if no
top
stocks are
platform,
taken, you
each
know
has
it's
to
timeout.
spin
It's
at
like,
least double jump or
well, not
kind of
2.
climb
If
up the
if
staircase
3
from the
minutes
side
go by with no
platform
stock
to
taken,
engage
it's
him in
like
any
100%
meaningful
of
way.
timeout.
Right, if Triff
So I want to give you the
with
idea
with
of
the
how
turnips here.
of why I won this.
up air, not
This
gonna
this
kill you
was
down
the
there.
decider
But
in a
finds
way.
good
It's
up
like
air.
because
One more,
most of you
especially
know
on
what
these
happens in the
platforms,
next
will
game.
probably do it. Wow.
But this game was the true
Okay, now watch the high
final
Look at it.
Oh, barely.
final boss.
And a bomb as
It was
well.
both of us bleeding each other out, bit
Trades.
by bit,
Okay, so
piece
no
by
dot I
piece.
hit.
You know how in the other games, like I eventually got like a good
The
rest,
Nair
or
threw
Triff
all
got a
the
really good
turnips
down
and
smash,
Xbox
and the
did
lead was
that
insurmountable.
a couple times.
This was the only game in the series where
kind of situations.
neither one of us
Fantastic.
got a
It
heavy,
almost
heavy,
doesn't get rid of
heavy,
rest
beefy
specifically.
win.
Tripp is so
This was-
firmly in the lead now.
This was neutral
Almost
for
flat.
8 minutes. I do get invincibility here.
I can't understate how
Okay, it was worth it. It was worth it. It's gonna sound stupid. This 7% because I got invisibility
at zero.
is what began it.
Did it?
can't
I know it
understate how
sounds dumb.
important that is.
Oh god, yeah.
It mattered, right? 7%. Suddenly, Triff says I gotta approach.
That was
Single game.
Triff has to
They're
approach
fighting
now,
for
right?
the slimmest of margins.
I will time him out.
going to a
I will
timeout.
jump around for
Good old
45 seconds.
45 seconds.
He gets a
The
single
slap-
jab.
Gets
The
slapped.
slap for 3.
I'm still up.
Couple turnips puts Tripp in the lead.
And he shields in front of my face.
Back
It takes so much time. That's so
Now it's
true. How
12%?
often does like the animation of a throw come into effect here?
That's game. When the differential is 20, when here's the rule I have: when the differential is greater than the number of seconds left, When there's more percent than seconds left, it's over.
I think that's just
And
it.
then here, the only way I lose this is if I get down smashed.
Build up enough
So
damage.
No, I don't
all I'm
think so.
telling
I think
myself
this
is that
Hungrybox is
just up.
taking
Think
this
up,
game
think
3.
vertical. Think
Hbox
vertical.
and Trip knows
All he
it.
can do is pull stitches
But
and pray for a bomb or a stitch.
But even then, it was not going to do enough damage.
That's all he can do.
We're going to game number 4. The clock will wind down, and when it hits 0, Hungrybox is 1 game away.
And then I was
When
1
it's
game away.
Genesis to
And
X2. I can't
chat.
believe this.
Oh my god, I can't believe it went down to the timer.
This is what I've been waiting for. So in my heart, I was prepared for another timeout, but I also knew there was an easier way out, right?
He knows. We all know.
And can I tell you something? I think if he doesn't pull the stitch here, we have a much closer set. Triff is a good Peach player. He's gonna find a setup that's gonna. You're gonna get hit by the stitch. You're gonna die. He's gonna pick it up again and get the stock lead back. The biggest risk I took was what you're about to see right now. Remember, I was playing the set of the match, right? I'm up 2-1. I still have a game 5 counter pick, probably on Yoshi's. And if I hit it, I win Genesis.
There's the stitch. Take it easy. Hbox may want to put the gloves up, try to block for a second.
Oh my god.
And this pop-off was it. You'll
Honestly,
start to see
might be
something
the
subtle.
set.
I'm going to tell you right now, it wasn't right here.
Honestly, might be the set.
It wasn't even here.
The way that just happened.
It was
Because the stitch.
when I noticed Triff holding forward.
Because you have sufficiently earned this one. Hungrybox, your Genesis X2 champion. Trick, of course, has etched himself down in history as one of the great, one of the best Peaches in the world to do it, but Hungrybox was called a god for a reason.
That's right. He's back.